Assalamu alaikum, my name is Bahar. Welcome back to Bahar's Biology World. Today we are exploring the fascinating world of biology and learning about the five kingdom of life proposed by Robert H. Whittaker in 1969. Let's start to discuss about it. First thing is why classification matters. Living organisms are incredibly diverse, from tiny bacteria to giant trees, humans and animals. To understand this diversity, scientists classified life into five kingdoms: Monera, Protista, fungi, plants, and animals. These kingdoms are categorized based on four key characteristics: cell type, body organization, mode of nutrition, and reproduction. First one is cell type, whether it's prokaryotic cell or eukaryotic cell. In body organization, we see if the organism is unicellular or multicellular. And in mode of nutrition, we check if the organism is autotrophic or heterotrophic. Can it prepare its own food or depends on others? Lastly, reproduction. Whether the organisms undergoes asexual reproduction or sexual reproduction. These are the bases for classifying life into these kingdoms. Let's break down each kingdom. First one is kingdom Monera. If we talk about its features, they are prokaryotic, means no true nucleus, unicellular, means single cellular, and containing cell wall, which is made up of peptidoglycan. If we talk about its nutrition, they are autotrophs or heterotrophs. What is autotrophs and heterotrophs? Basically, those organisms that make their own food considered as autotrophic organisms, and those organisms that can't make their own food, so they eat others, considered as heterotrophic organisms. Monrens reproduce by binary fission, simply dividing into two cells. Common examples are bacteria like E. coli and cyanobacteria. Also, they are the simplest and oldest organisms on Earth. Let's talk about the second kingdom, which is Protista. If we talk about its features, they are eukaryotic, means they have a true nucleus, mostly unicellular, means single cellular. And if we talk about its nutrition, nutritionally, they are both autotrophic and heterotrophic. Protists can reproduce both asexually and sexually, and they act as a link between plants, animals, and fungi. Examples of kingdom Protista include amoeba, euglena, and algae. Let's move to another kingdom, which is fungi. If we talk about its features, they are eukaryotic, means true nucleus, mostly multicellular, means their body contain numbers of cell except yeast, which is unicellular, and their cell wall is made up of chitin. Chitin is a polysaccharide found in fungal cell walls, providing structure and support to the cell. Basically, they consist of thread-like hyphae that form a mycelium and reproduce via spores. Nutritionally, they are heterotrophic. They absorb food from surrounding. Yeast and mushrooms are the examples of kingdom fungi. As we know, they are decomposers. They are recycling nutrients in ecosystem. Now let's talk about kingdom Plantae. Plants are eukaryotic, multicellular, and have a cellulose cell wall. They are autotrophs, meaning they make their own food through photosynthesis. They have chlorophyll, which helps them capture sunlight. Plants reproduce in two ways, sexual and asexual both. Their examples include mosses, ferns, and flowering plants. Additionally, they are primary producers and give us oxygen. Our last kingdom is Animalia. Kingdom Animalia includes eukaryotic, multicellular, heterotrophic organisms that lack cell wall. These organisms are animals and they obtain their food by consuming other organisms. Animals reproduce sexually, with some undergoing complex life cycles. Examples are mammals, birds, fish, reptiles, mollusks. Additionally, animals are diverse and play vital roles in ecosystem as consumers. Now, here is a tip for quick recap with memory trick. My pretty flower plants always, which means Kingdom Monera, Protista, fungi, plants, and animals. For easy learning. Now let's quickly compare the five kingdoms of life using this table. First one is looking at cell type. Monera is prokaryotic, while Protista, fungi, plant, and animals are all eukaryotic. Next, organization. Monera and mostly Protista are unicellular, fungi and plants are multicellular, and animals is also multicellular. Now, cell wall. Monera has peptidoglycan, fungi has chitin, plant has cellulose, Protista has it sometimes, and animals has no cell wall at all. Moving to nutrition, Kingdom Monera and Protista can be autotrophic and heterotrophic. Fungi and animals are heterotrophic, and plants are autotrophic. Let's look at reproduction. Monera reproduce asexually by binary fission. Protista can do both sexual and asexual reproduction. Fungi reproduce via spores, and plants reproduce both sexually and asexually. And the last, animals reproduce sexually. Lastly, examples Kingdom Monera includes bacteria and cyanobacteria. Kingdom Protista includes amoeba and algae. Kingdom Fungi includes mushrooms and yeast. Kingdom Plants includes flowering plants. And Animals includes humans and animals. This comparison helps us understand the key difference between the five kingdoms of life. That's it for today's video on the five kingdoms of life. Now it's your turn. Answer these questions in the comments. Question number one is: what are the main criteria used by R.H. Whittaker to classify organisms into the five kingdoms? Second question is: which kingdom includes organisms that are eukaryotic, multicellular, and autotrophic? Last question is: name one characteristic that differs Kingdom Monera from Kingdom Protista. Also tell me what you had like to learn about next. I'll make a video on it. Until next time, Allah Hafiz.